6 days have passed since we anxiously began counting down the minutes until we could see our beloved Taekook back on stage, that magical place where they seem born to shine. While the world prepares to welcome BTS back, it's heartbreaking to see how some people are acting regarding Taehyung's individual work, trying to harm the company without realizing that they are also damaging Taehyung's efforts. It's worrying that some people want to boycott BTS's comeback, forgetting that Taehyung and Jungkook are essential parts of the group and that without them, it wouldn't be the same. Seeing the happiness on Jungkook and Taehyung's faces during their comeback deeply moves all of us who follow them. The way they both work so hard for us is exactly what makes me stand firm in my decision to support them without hesitation. Every step they take, every choice they make, is filled with a passion that very few artists can show the world. No one knows what's best for themselves better than Taekook, and who are we to question their personal decisions? No one has lived their experiences, no one has faced their challenges, so no one has the right to judge them or give them unsolicited advice about their lives or careers. Taehyung and Jungkook love the stage with incredible passion, and they love us, their audience, with a loyalty that shines through in every performance. The videos and moments we've shared speak for themselves, and even today they move me to tears. Taekook's first performance on stage after their hiatus was a historic moment. They were so excited they could barely contain their emotions. Taehyung and Jungkook's eyes said it all, that intense, emotional gaze I'll never forget. These first moments after almost 2 years away from the stage felt like coming home, both for them and for all of us who missed them. Jungkook's teary eyes clearly showed how much he had missed the stage, how much he had missed us, and especially how much he had missed being with Taehyung in that place they both love so much. Taehyung was incredibly moved to see Jungkook performing at J-Hope's concert, just 2 days after his discharge from the military, because he knew exactly how much he longed to return to that place he considered his second home. He understood that Jungkook desperately wanted to be back under those lights, feeling the energy of the crowd, and that connection between them strengthens their artistic and personal relationship. When Taehyung saw Jungkook's tears on that stage, he couldn't help but feel equally moved, because he fully understood what that moment meant to both of them. All of this increases my love and respect for Taekook in a way I can hardly express. It makes me support them even more strongly and back their every step, trusting completely in each of their decisions. I will always say how incredible Taehyung and Jungkook are and how they always find a way to show their love and the strong connection between them, as if there were a special bond uniting their hearts. Taehyung's recent Instagram story with the message D7 wasn't a coincidence, because the very next day we saw Jungkook in the Netflix ad saying 7 days until they come back. Was it a coincidence? Never when it comes to Taekook. Once again, they showed us that special connection that unites them, that bond that always keeps them connected in such a beautiful and surprising way that it leaves us speechless. Taehyung was wearing a blue sweatshirt and his phone case was red, reminding us of that duality of fire and water that represents their relationship, the way they always need each other to be complete, to be the best version of themselves. This is a constant reminder that Taehyung and Jungkook are always together, side by side, loving, supporting, and protecting each other, because like fire and water, they cannot exist without each other, they complement each other perfectly. And although it might sound exaggerated, I'm convinced that this is Taekook's way of reassuring us and telling us that everything is alright and will be alright, that despite the problems and attempts at manipulation, their love remains unwavering. No matter how much this company and the people around it try to sell a false image of the relationships within the group, even through that anime teaser which was not only absurd but also a desperate attempt to deceive those who can't see the truth, Taehyung and Jungkook will always prevail with the truth they represent. They are the only real couple, the whole world for each other, a genuine connection that doesn't need artifice or forced promotion to shine brightly. I know we're all worried and that our trust in this company has diminished considerably, but I ask you to trust Taehyung and Jungkook, to rest assured that they will always find a way to show the reality, to demonstrate the truth with facts to all those who try to distort their story. What amazes me most about them is how they have managed to maintain such a strong and visible connection despite all the barriers and obstacles they have faced over the years. Every time they seem to be separated by professional or personal circumstances, they always find a way to remind us that their bond remains intact, that the special connection that unites them is stronger than any distance or attempt to separate them. The duality of fire and water that they represent is not just a poetic way of describing them, but an accurate explanation of how they complement each other. Taehyung with that outward calm but an inner fire of passion, and Jungkook with that explosive energy but a profound serenity when he is with his partner. The story of Taehyung and Jungkook is a testament to true love in a world where everything seems temporary and superficial. From their beginnings as teenagers discovering not only the world of music but also their own feelings, to becoming the globally renowned artists they are today, their relationship has grown while retaining that authentic essence that makes them unique. They have managed to protect their private lives without completely hiding their affection, finding that perfect balance that allows them to be themselves without overexposing themselves. It is admirable how they have handled the pressures of fame, the expectations of the industry, and the attempts at manipulation by those around them, maintaining intact that special connection that unites them, that bond that transcends the professional and delves into a much deeper and more meaningful territory that few can understand but that we can all admire. For some time now, many people have noticed something special between Taehyung and Jungkook. Every new sign that appears serves as a reminder that their connection remains strong. Although the public may not always see every moment they share, their closeness is evident in simple details. Over the years, they have both demonstrated that their relationship was built on real experiences, shared time, and a friendship that grew as they progressed in their musical careers. When they appear together, many people sense a deep trust between them. This trust is reflected in the way they interact, how they support each other during performances, and the tranquility they exude when they are side by side. As time has passed, this story has become an important part of their journey within BTS. Supporting Taehyung and Jungkook means recognizing their work, their effort, and the passion they show for music. They have dedicated years to honing their talent, practicing for long hours, and performing in front of thousands of people around the world. Their energy on stage conveys emotion and commitment to what they do. Many people feel joy when they see them both enjoying singing together, because that happiness is palpable in every performance. The music they perform stands out not only for its quality but also for the emotion they convey when they share the stage. Taehyung brings a deep and expressive voice, while Jungkook displays an intense energy that fills each song with power. When their styles merge, the result creates memorable moments for those who follow their journey. The relationship between Taehyung and Jungkook has strengthened over the years thanks to the experiences they have shared. From their early days of training to international tours, they have shared important moments that have left precious memories. This shared history created a bond that is evident when they work together. During performances, Jungkook often looks attentively at Taehyung, while Taehyung responds with calm gestures that reflect confidence. This way of interacting shows that there is a mutual understanding. They don't need many words to understand each other because their communication also happens through small gestures. This connection brings a special energy to their performances and makes each performance feel more personal to the audience. Throughout their careers, they have both demonstrated that respect is a fundamental part of their relationship. When they speak about each other, they do so with admiration and appreciation. Jungkook has repeatedly mentioned Taehyung's talent and personality, while Taehyung has also expressed pride in Jungkook's growth as an artist. This kind of support creates a strong foundation for any relationship. Many people believe that this way of caring for and valuing each other is one of the reasons why their connection is so meaningful. The affection between them is also evident in everyday details. When they share a song, celebrate an achievement, or reminisce about past moments, a closeness that has endured over time is palpable. This closeness developed as they grew as artists and as individuals. The public has witnessed their evolution from their early years to becoming major figures in international music. Along the way, Taehyung and Jungkook have consistently demonstrated that their bond remains an integral part of their story. This enduring connection inspires admiration in many for how they have maintained their relationship throughout the years.